All right, so today we are exploring what happens when you mix a metal with an acid. Is acid good for metals or does it cause corrosion? Do you want acid rain on your car? Probably not. So the metal we are looking at today is zinc, but it could be a lot of metals, and it is actually in that balloon already. She's going to flip the balloon and drop it into this acid right here, which happens to be hydrochloric acid. So what do we think is going to happen when you pour acid on a balloon? Let's take a look. So normally we do this in the classroom and it's fun, but we're not in the classroom now, so we're going to watch this lady do it instead. And what happens, we can see right away, it's like fizzing and bubbling, and it's filling that balloon with a gas. And the question is, what kind of gas are we making when we mix metal and acid? So we're definitely going to see some bubbling and fizzing. What is that gas? All right. So if we want to take a guess, if you look at metal and the acid, what kind of gas could it be? Is it zinc gas? No, you don't really make metal gases. Chlorine gas, maybe. But what's always in every acid? Hydrogen, right? So that's the gas that's coming out. So every time you see an experiment with acid where it's going and it's fizzing and acids bubbles are coming out, that is hydrogen gas, and we know that because that's the gas that acids always have. All right, so the next question is, how do we know? Let's test it. All right, and this is the fun part. Okay, so how do we test whether that is hydrogen in the balloon? Here's someone testing it the way I would test it in the classroom, and it's pretty fun, is by lighting it on fire. All right, so is hydrogen flammable? What happens when you light hydrogen on fire? Anyone know a famous big blimp that was filled with hydrogen? It is the Zeppelin, and it's famous for exploding because hydrogen is really flammable. So if that is in fact hydrogen in the balloon that we collected from the acid and the metal, this balloon should explode, and we would do it in the classroom, and it is fun. So we'll watch her do it, and sure enough, big flame. I don't usually do them that big, but they have this nice empty theater. So that tells us it is in fact hydrogen that's in the balloon. All right, so what do we need to know from this in the notes? The general formula is acid plus a metal makes hydrogen gas, and it's usually H2 because it's diatomic. So for example, it'd be like hydrochloric acid plus zinc is going to make hydrogen gas, plus what else does it make? Well, what's left over once I give off the hydrogen gas? A zinc and a Cl. Zinc's going to want to stay first. Cl likes to be second in its equation. So that's what you get. You get acid plus a metal gives off that bubbly hydrogen gas plus whatever's left over. And what we call that leftover is just a salt. So the product, the extra thing that was made from the stuff that remains from an acid and metal reaction, we call that a salt. So in conclusion, acid plus metal makes hydrogen gas plus salt.